know Hailey and Michaela are both today down. So I'll be discussing something that many of us struggle with. So yeah, again, just type I'm here, or if you are watching it on replay, just press #replay, just so I know who's watching it with me now, and then so we can have some chat and so on. Because today's topic, we will be discussing 5 things that you can do to overcome those cravings and avoid overeating, especially when it comes to sweets. Because you might know that after a long day at work or a tough breakup or a fight with a friend, we just want to eat our favorite comfort foods to help us feel better, right? Do you know this feeling? Because let's face it, we all love our sweets and we all struggle with cravings. That's why this topic will be super important. And I am just curious, what is what is it that you are craving as a snack? Let me know in the comments because I would like to know if you are craving more sweets and what are you craving as a sweet snack, or if something savory, let me know in the comments again. What is it that you are craving the most? Because it can be a sign that you are deficient in some nutrients as well. I would probably go for some baked pastry with the coffee. Um, because whether it's candy or chocolate or baked goods, these treats can be difficult to resist, right? Especially when we are stressed or we are tired. We just want to quickly eat something, but it can quickly set back our fitness goals, which can leave us frustrated and unmotivated. I'm sure we all know this feeling. And me, even as a fitness coach and a bikini competitor, I still crave sweets and processed foods. It's normal. So, for example, my boyfriend has a birthday today and he received massive tiramisu cake that looks and smells absolutely delicious. So, as you might know, I am on a strict diet just because I'm competing in 4 weeks. And he's trying to lose weight as well, but struggling with cravings. So we talked about it. We want to be there for each other just to support our journeys. So he will just have the piece of cake without me seeing him. And then I think we will just have to, I don't know, give it to our friends. Just because we don't want to have any feelings towards something sugary. It's not gonna help us in our journey. 5 things to overcome cravings and overeating. I want you to always ask yourself, is this sweet or cake or processed food worthy of my hard work? Are these sweets going to help me in my progress? Just ask those questions, and you will see if you have any positive answer and why you should eat this cake. You know, is it going to help you in your progress? Is it going to help you in your lifts? Are you gonna be sleeping better after that? You know, and is your skin will be better after this cake? And so on. Like you can ask so many questions. Don't be afraid because we need to face the cruel truth. So, without further ado, let's dive into those 5 things. And so, number one, which is really important, is make sure that you are eating whole foods rather than processed foods. I know it's harder to do it and it's sad, but processed foods are actually designed to taste amazing, to be addictive. And because they are high in added sugar and artificial sweeteners and flavors and preservatives, it can trick our brains into thinking that we are hungry and we will want to crave even more of those foods. They are designed like that, and we need to face it. So, another reason why processed foods are so addictive is because they often lack nutrients and fiber, which we need to function well and to be productive. So, processed foods are typically high in calories but low in nutrients, which can leave us feeling unsatisfied and hungry shortly after eating it. I'm sure that you experience something like that. So before you will buy anything like pizza, burgers, chips, I would suggest to start checking the nutrition label at the back. If you are buying something tasty, just so you know how much sugar, how much fat is in those products. But sometimes when you are craving something like that, it can be a sign that our body is lacking something important in our nutrients. So what we can do to reduce our cravings for processed foods, do you know? It's basically one solution is to focus on the whole nutrient-dense foods like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins. These foods are naturally satisfying and can help our hunger and cravings in check. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions so far. But yeah, let's just try to avoid processed foods and instead let's start cooking from scratch. You can include for carbs, for example, rice, potatoes, sweet potatoes, butternut squash, courgettes, like all the veggies that you can think of, all the fruit that you can think of. Then for lean protein, you can have chicken, turkey, beef. There's so many things that you can do and that you can have instead of, for example, like reaching for quick pizza. Because it's not really quicker. If you think about it, you need to go to the shop, you still need to buy it, you need to wait for it for 10 minutes in the oven. By those 10 minutes, you can already cook the chicken and maybe a rice or some tortilla, something like that. Okay, tip number 2 is drink plenty of water. Type water in the comments if you are always carrying a bottle of water with you. If you are like me, then you will probably type the water. If not, try to keep a water bottle with you at all the times just to help remind you to stay hydrated. Sometimes our cravings are actually a sign that we are dehydrated. So staying hydrated can help curb those cravings. I like to drink water before my meal, then have a meal, and then drink some water after the meal. It doesn't need to be like straight before and after, but within the time range. Also, make sure that you are drinking at least 8 glasses of water or more if you are exercising and sweating a lot. If you don't like the taste of water, then I would suggest to add lemon, lime, maybe raspberries, cucumber into the water for extra flavor. Or for example, you can drink herbal teas such as peppermint or green tea as really good way as well. Number 3, if you are struggling with cravings, I would suggest to take a look at your sleep habits. Make sure that you are getting enough rest. So, how is your sleep? You can just type in the comments again if you are sleeping up to 6 hours or if your sleep is within the 7 to 9 hours, because this is what adults usually need. So, as adults, we need 7 to 8 hours per night to feel rested and energized. So, if you didn't sleep well, just be mindful that you might have some cravings the next day and expect them. Because if you are feeling tired and you didn't sleep well, you will be craving something sweet and salty because the body is telling us that we need quick boost of energy. Combination is like lemonade. Yeah, but our body is releasing the hormone ghrelin, if you heard of it, which stimulates appetite and increase our cravings for high calorie, high fat foods, which leads us to another tip number 4, which is planning ahead. Yeah, so one of the best ways how to avoid cravings, especially if you didn't sleep well, is to plan ahead. So if you are going to a shop and you are feeling hungry, what are you gonna go for? For healthy foods or for quick processed foods? Obviously, you will go for the quick one. So stop buying foods that you know that you will regret after eating them. If you don't have them in your house, then you won't eat it. It's super simple. Or for example, if you have them now in your cupboard, maybe ask your husband, boyfriend, or someone just to hide it from you or throw it away. No feelings. It's just sugar. And yeah, and also go to shop when you are feeling satisfied. So after your meal, preferably, or you can shop online, just the things that you really need. And because if you are shopping online, you cannot really smell it, you cannot really see it, you cannot touch the labels or anything like that. So you will most likely just shop the things that you actually need. Does it make sense so far? Yeah. So, for example, for healthy snacks and meals on hand, just to get ready for your meal plan, I would always suggest to have some healthy sweets such as protein yogurts, protein shakes, protein puddings, or I like to make Greek yogurt with berries and some of my flavored protein powders and then just mix them up. You can also add protein porridge or just normal porridge with cinnamon and banana. This is what I had today for my quick snack before my workout. And it actually left my cravings for sweet because the cinnamon is usually really sweet, 0 calories. Banana is nutrient food, and then you can add the yogurt or oats, something like that. You can be creative. Let me know as well in the comments what is your favorite snack. I still want to know. Sarah, what is your favorite snack? Let me know. I want to know. If it's sweet, savory, and what is it? Okay. Tip number 5, which is going to be the last one. It's I am sure that you've experienced this feeling that you want to eat when you are stressed out, right? So when we experience stress, our body releases a hormone called cortisol. Cortisol is responsible for our body fight or flight response, which can trigger our appetite and it can cause us to crave high calorie foods and, of course, carbs. Because carbs are quick fuel, as we know, but we might see it as a comfort zone to cope with our emotions. Whether it's pizza, ice cream, fried chicken, these foods provide us with a quick dopamine hit that can lift our mood, but it will make us good in the moment, but then you will regret it. So when we eat something pleasurable, our brain releases the dopamine, which makes us feel amazing, reinforces the behavior kind of, and you're like, oh my God, yes, I needed this food. It is making me good when you are eating it. But then when we overeat it or when we finish it, then you might feel guilty and ashamed, which can lead to more negative emotions and the desire to eat even more comfortable foods because you are like, okay, if I had this ice cream, then I can finish the whole tub. Because it's super hard to finish or just to get rid of eating the special foods or the processed foods, as I said in the first comment, in the first tip, that because these are high in salt, high in sugar, and they are created for us to be addictive to this food. I hope it makes sense. So, how to cope with the stress is mindfulness techniques like meditation. This can really help you to stay alert of your emotions. You will become more aware of what is going on. You can kind of breathe deeply and then just come back to your natural state. Or you can just find the root of the stress and what is it causing it and dive deep into why you are being stressed. You know, if it's something that you can fix, try to fix the stress instead of, eating something that is not healthy because it will lead into the cycle again and then you will never stop and then you will feel terrible and then you will never lose the weight and so on. So always try to dive deep into your emotions, why you are feeling like that or why you are feeling those cravings. Did I slept enough? Do I drink enough? Do I eat a lot of veggies? Do I eat a lot of nutrients, foods, protein, fats, carbs in my diet? Do I eat a lot of fruits just to try to tackle the sweet cravings? Just always ask your emotions how you are feeling and why you might feel like that. This should help you to stay aware of your emotions and also why um, these foods are not good for you. So remember, it's important to be kind to ourselves and not beat yourself up if you slip up, from time to time. We all do. We can still enjoy our favorite foods, but it needs to be in moderations without feeling guilty. I love to eat pizza as well. Even though as a bikini competitor, I will definitely go for my dinner after the show just because I'm craving something like sushi, some ramen or something like that. And I won't feel guilty, definitely, because I know it's from time to time. Yeah, obviously, if you are doing this on a daily basis, then you will feel not good. So it's important to know how many times a week are you eating those processed foods? If you can reduce it, if you can maybe meal prep in advance for those couple days, so you are not feeling stressed. You can focus more on your sleep instead of cooking again and again and again. Yeah, so I hope these tips helped you. Let me know if you have any questions. Chocolate rice cakes. Oh my God, I love them. I cannot have them now, but I love them. Yes, these are definitely good snack. I'm sure that you can find like a low calorie chocolate rice cakes as well. But just so you know, reducing our cravings and processed foods from our meal plans, it can take time and effort. It's not gonna happen like from a minute to minute. It's worth for your overall health and well-being. Yeah, so always ask those questions before you're gonna eat something that is not really healthy. Ask questions if it's gonna move you forward or if this is actually worthy of of your time, of your well-being to eat this specific cake. This is what I'm having now with the tiramisu cake. My boyfriend's like, "Oh, are you gonna have it?" And I'm like, no, because it's not gonna help me. It will push me back for like 3 days that I will have to work out in the gym extra to burn those calories from the cake. So it's not worth it at all. Okay, I need to stop. Because now I am craving the tiramisu cake and I don't want to. Okay. Ladies, let me know if you have any questions. I hope these tips helped you. And yeah, you are worth it. So always think about you and your well-being, understand your emotions because you have the power to change yourself and to change your behaviors. No one else. Yeah, if you are always saying, "Oh, that's because of my husband." No, you need to take care of your emotions and you need to take the willpower to change because after all, you are losing the weight. After all, we are toning up for ourselves to feel confident. So always make sure that you have this in your mind. You are worth it. Okay. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you this Thursday, actually. Okay. Bye.